This visual essay will be examining the similarities and differences in the way two opposing artists approach their relationship between image and music. We'll be focusing on country singer-songwriter Kacey Musgraves and the 1975 frontman Matt Healy.
An important way that these artists present themselves is through their performances and live shows. Matt Healy is known for wearing few colours on stage, mainly composing his outfits from black and white articles of clothing. Adding to this, the 1975 keep their entire visuals formatted and routine in their live performances, choosing to stick with the theme of having neon lights illuminating the stage, alluding to the visuals on the band's first two albums, the 1975, 2013, and I Like It When You Sleep For You Are So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It, in 2016, making a simple yet effective stage presence.
Contrasting this, however, is Kacey Musgraves' on-stage appearance. Throughout her career, Musgraves has always adorned extravagant and daring outfits on stage, and whilst they have matured along with her, their sparkly, bedazzled state has never changed. Along with this, there is always on-stage visuals accompanying her look. Much like Matt Healy in the 1975, Musgraves' visuals allude to the cover of whichever album she is touring, with cactus and desert settings showing her Same Trailer Different Park album, glitter and colours for her Pageant Material album, and most recently, flowers, lasers and 3 giant held fans decorating the stage for her most recent Oh What a World tour, representing the lyrical content, imagery and album cover of her 2018 release Golden Hour.
Differencing from Healy, Musgraves' visuals and outfits change and evolve with her career and sound, whereas Healy's are consistent. Healy and the 1975 stick to the same image and allow for their audience to rely on their artist's identity, with all of their album and single covers following the same aesthetic, of a box in the centre, either white-lined and overlaying a background image, or a blank background with either just the band name, for albums, or the single title in neon writing. However, as we will explain later in this presentation, this has changed with the latest 1975 release, A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships. In Goodwin's 1992 explanations of the type of music videos, Matt Healy and the 1975's videos would most likely fall into the category of amplified, where the video gives a deeper meaning to the song. Primary example of this can be seen in their 2018 music video, Love It If We Made It, where the band anchor context to their already risque lyrics by displaying harsh and raw clips of war, poverty, immigration, environmental damage, and other modern disasters/traits. The visuals hone the lyrics, bringing attention to the politicians and global governments and their failings.
However, Musgraves' videos fall into Goodwin's idea of illustrative, meaning that her music videos, rather than deepening the meaning of the song, simply illustrate the lyrics of the song. Notably, this is used in her 2018 video for High Horse, where the video is themed around a 1970s office block, with the male boss taking superiority over Musgraves and the other workers, including the use of a hegemonic male archetype demonstrating sexually inappropriate behaviour to highlight particular lyrics in the song.
In Stanley Cohen's 1972 study of mod and rockers' subcultures, he defined the term of folk devil as an individual or group who is constructed by the media to be seen as a corruptive force, deviating from the social norms. It can be argued that Healy, in his early success, was portrayed as a folk devil, created through a variety of his own actions, through his proclamation of himself as a messiah, his substantial references to drug use in his music, performance and music videos. He even has been reported abusing substances with fans. Additionally, it can be argued that Healy's behaviour replicates some of the basic foundations of the 1970s punk subculture, including the idea that punk subculture, Worley 2013, questions social and political hierarchies and notions of personal identity. Those behaviours all contribute to the label of folk devil, as it can appear that Healy is using his platform and social influence to endorse behaviours and a sense of self-image, even going as far to state in 2016 in the Guardian interview that, Hatterstone quoting Healy 2016, "I am pretentious," that could be damaging to his younger, more impressionable audience.
Musgraves, as well, throughout her career, could be seen to represent the ideas of a folk devil within the country music community. On Musgraves' first studio album, Same Trailer Different Park, Musgraves released the track Follow Your Arrow, where she advocates for the LGBTQ+ community, questions the Christian faith, encourages the use of marijuana, and criticises a variety of modern societal norms. Many of these topics, particularly solidarity with the LGBTQ+ community, were frowned upon in the country music during the time Kacey Musgraves released this track. Additionally, in her recent studio album Golden Hour, Musgraves advocates for use of LSD and marijuana, which could be damaging to her younger audience and her reputation in a conservative country industry. It can be argued, therefore, that Musgraves' allegiance to this community and endorsement of drugs could have her be seen as a folk devil by mainstream country radio. And after the release of Follow Your Arrow, she was, with country radio hosts in America being sceptical to play the track due to its controversial message. But this fits entirely into Musgraves' artist identity, using her music to stand out as an individual and reject the expectations of the industry.
However, as previously mentioned, with the release of the 1975's newest studio album, A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships, the band and Healy's image seems to have shifted. The album is the first of Healy's to break from the previous album artwork theme of luminous writing and boxes, but instead features a white background with a simple graphic design and small vertical black text of the band name and the entire track list on the cover. The modality of this album cover is hard to determine, as the graphic design gives no indication of what the tracks will contain, with no real meaning or truth behind the image. Here it can be seen that Healy in the 1975 could be defining themselves with a new image and attempting to find a new band aesthetic.
Furthering from this, the way Healy presents himself on stage has also developed along with the album artwork. In the band's performances in 2018, leading up to and following the new album release, Healy has changed his performance and image so that he now wears different clothing, including items of a variety of colour when performing with the 1975. In addition to this, Healy appears to be altering his entire artist identity and a way of carrying himself and performing as an individual, choosing in interviews recently to appear more humbled and truly thankful for the opportunities his career has provided him with, treating his career with more care and stepping away in appearance from the things that previously determined his folk devil status.
In conclusion, both Matt Healy and Kacey Musgraves use various aspects of image to determine and develop their sense of artist identity as individuals, as well as using visual tools to highlight their sound maturing and developing with them.
A key aspect for both is their on-stage performance and stage visuals, which they both use to enhance the audience understanding of who they are and the art they make, and how it has developed along with them throughout their careers and global success.